Hi there, it's Ina here and welcome to my art room. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and please push the bell icon so you will receive notification of all my regular uploads. Well, it is time for another Bits and Bobs challenge, and if you have not heard about it yet, I'd like to explain really quickly that this challenge started quite a few months back when I asked my local artist friends if they wouldn't mind to put together a small envelope of bits and bobs for me. With bits and bobs, I meant leftover pieces, the things they have laying around on their desk after they've finished their projects, anything which usually would end up in the bin. And so, of course, they all passed envelopes to me, and I turned each one into an art journal page. And I really love to work this way. Now, all the videos I posted so far under the title Bits and Bobs, you can find in one of my playlists. I also have several viewers participate in this challenge, and that is a lot of fun. And I, of course, return the favor by sending an envelope to everyone who plays along. Now, today's Bits and Bobs challenge is going to be a collaboration between myself and my friend Andrea. Many of you know her channel. It's called Andrea Kidman, and she is a wonderful artist. She's full of great ideas. She's a whiz with mediums, and we have done several collaborations together over the last few years. She's always fun to work with, and I can't wait to see what she will create this time. And even though our styles are completely different, we often have things in common. And because our style is so different, I think the outcome of this challenge will be very interesting. So to make it a bit special, we decided to work with exactly the same pieces. So we prepared 2 envelopes each containing exactly the same bits and bobs. We kept one to ourselves and we exchanged the other one. So today I will be working with the stash Andrea put together, and here you get a first look. There are some colorful papers done with different mediums. This one has glitter on it. This one has alcohol inks on it. She also included quite a few die cuts, and some have very interesting shapes. She included die cut words as well. And as I'm going through it, I'm already thinking, how can I use these things? And then it goes on to so many more fun papers, great colors and great textures. She also included a lot of embossed papers, which really sparked my interest. She definitely picked my kind of colors. There's even some napkin paper here. There are more die cuts, and then there are some stamped images, and some she already colored and some are just in black and white. There are some fibers, and altogether it's just a really fun collection. Of course, I want to try to use as much as I can, but don't have to use it all. Here is a little frame I could maybe use, and here is the embossed paper I told you about earlier. This I'm going to use for sure, and I think I already know where I will be going with this. I love these shapes as well. More embossed paper, and yeah, the color she picked is just great. Here are the stamp images. There is a decoupage butterfly, and there's also a book page. Now, of course, I have to decide what I want to do with all this and which pieces I want to use. Now, as part of this collaboration, I'm not limited to just make an art journal page. I can make anything I want to do with this stash. But for today, I will stick with my journal page, and then for the next challenge, we will see. Now, of course, Andrea posted her video at the same time as this video went public. So when you're done watching my process here, please don't forget to go down in my description box and follow the link over to Andrea's channel and have a look what she made with the same stash. Now, even though we are both using the same materials, we can of course add our own mediums. And that combined with our own sets of crazy ideas will open all kinds of opportunities, and I think the final results of our projects will be very different. So as you can see here, I start by sketching out a face. Now faces are not my strong point, but I need to practice, and the idea I have in my mind of how I want to use a lot of the papers I received calls for a face. So here I go. First with pencil just on the board. Then if I make a mistake, I can easily erase it. And then I will cover everything with gesso and go on. Now, like with most of my art journal pages, the process is simple. The steps I take are easy to follow. So I let you listen to some music. I will put all my mediums in the captions, and I will talk to you in just a few minutes. Enjoy. So my art journal page is nearly completed. All it needs is a few finishing touches, like this heart Andrea sent my way. It is very glossy, very smooth, and has pretty colors. I also used one of the die-cut words. And then I used my white Posca pen just to highlight these stamped images and to make them a little brighter. I, of course, also have to add some dots here and there. I have to have some dots somewhere in my art journal page. Now, of course, in just a few days, Andrea and I will post part 2 of this collaboration where we will be working with the stash that I put together. So please stay tuned to our channels as you don't want to miss it. Next, I use my archival ink to distress the edges and then some of my glitter pen just for a bit of shimmer and shine. And that finally completes this art journal page. Now today's challenge took me a bit longer than my usual B&B projects, but it was worth it. I love the color combination and I really love the feel of the page. Because of the variety of papers, especially the embossed paper, I have great texture. Now the forehead up here I think got a bit high, but it's okay. Now you saw that by adding just some paint to the white paper, I was able to pretty much use up all the paper in this stash. The only thing I have left is the tissue paper, few little fibers and die cuts, and then this pretty printed images. And these will definitely find their way into some of my future projects. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for visiting with me and making it through this little bit longer video. I see you soon again for part 2. Bye bye for now.